I think a poem is bad if it is bad for you as a reader. So there may be many magnificent poems, like the first 20 of Shakespeare's sonnets are actually really bad sonnets. They just keep on talking to one man about how he should go and have babies, because if he doesn't have babies, then he'll be so sad because he's so beautiful he should have babies. Obviously, somebody paid Shakespeare to write these sonnets. I think someone who's like a mum whose son was not like getting married, and she was like afraid that he's not going to ever get married, and I'm never going to get grandchildren. So, and you've got Shakespeare, and you give him a couple of sovereigns, and he writes a poem. Maybe that kid will actually have children. For me, those sonnets don't work. And then there is like suddenly like my mistress's eyes are nothing like the sun, and you're thinking, man, suddenly he's hit such a lovely line, and that is so rich and wonderful. But that's me talking. Me as an opinion. Thank God I'm not a critic. Thank God I'm not an academic, and I've got to make judgments for other people about what is good poetry and what is bad poetry. For me, a good poem is a poem that goes into my heart and clings there like Velcro and becomes something about how I think and how I feel and how I respond to the universe. And a bad poem passes me by and floats down the river, and it's like a bad meal. You never eat it again. Think about like every other sense. What clothes we wear, what food we eat. Someone will say to you, my God, you should eat at this place, it's so fabulous. And then you go there and you think, this? But that person's still eating there and liking it, maybe sitting with you and eating the same meal and loving it. So taste at the end of the day is going to be completely individual and nothing objective, entire unrelenting subjectivity, complete democracy, total rejection of all awards, total openness, total reading of anything, total publishing of anything, and let each reader choose and be the monitor of the world. Well, what can you do if, like, okay, think about it. Like, suppose there's a wonderful big lake near your house, and you can drink fresh water from this lake, and you can go and swim in it, and you can play in it, and all your life you ignore this lake. Now, you must be a fool. I cannot help people who are foolish if they cannot you do not want to jump into the lake of poetry and enjoy themselves. I can only feel sorry for them. If you haven't bought a book of poetry recently, I can only feel sorry for you. I cannot come to your house and force you to read poetry because it would improve your life and you would be a better person. I can't do that, so I'll just feel sorry for you. I'd say, what are you aspiring to? If you are aspiring to become a poet, then it's a solitary, lonely, personal act. If you're aspiring to the jhola and the kurta and the public performance and the mushaira and the wah and all, I'm saying, it's a difficult world out there and it'll be difficult for you to break in, but try, if that's what makes you happy. But what really makes you happy? Is it words that make you happy? Is it playing with words? Is it making something which to you is of beauty? Then just welcome, come in, it's nice. Sit down, take a little corner in the large shamiana of poetry, because there's nothing, it's very temporary. It's not like a fully built structure, and there's no toilet and there's no air conditioning. Come in and sit down in the shamiana, take a moda, take a pillow, sit down, write and enjoy yourself. Yeah, that's what I'd say to them. When you're down in the dumps, I at least go to this lovely Blake line which says, joy and grief are woven fine, a clothing for the soul divine. Under every grief and pine runs a joy with silken twine. It comes together. Love, hate, good, bad, wonderful, sorrowful. It all comes together, and that's life, and it's fun. And when you read that, thodi si tasalli, a little happiness glints in. And when you're happy, hey man, when you're happy, anything's lovely. Anything's a great poem. You say, yeah, that's also lovely. Oh God, Lord Allen's daughter, that's lovely. Wonderful Khalil Gibran, that's lovely. Everything's lovely when you're happy. It's like, because you make happiness, no?